Okay, I'm going to call the Loudon County Commission meeting to order for September 3rd, 2024. Before Jim Jenkins comes up and goes through the zoning changes, Buddy has a swearing in to do.
Was swearing in or in?
No, not that. Ed.
Congratulations, Joe.
You raise your right hand for me, please.
I now pronounce you, oh, wait a minute.
I, Joseph Morrison,
I, Joseph Morrison,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will perform
that I will perform
with fidelity
with fidelity
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
to which I have been elected,
to which I have been elected,
and which I am about to assume.
in which I am about to assume.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
to support the constitutions
to support the constitutions
of Tennessee and the United States,
of Tennessee and the United States,
and to faithfully perform the duties
and to faithfully perform the duties
of the County Commissioner
of the County Commissioner
representing the 5th District,
representing the 5th District,
seat A of Loudon County, Tennessee.
CDA of Loudon County, Tennessee.
Congratulations.
Okay, Jim Jenkins.
Your official name. Official.
Commissioners, I raise a resolution amending the zoning map of Loudon County, Tennessee pursuant to Chapter 7, 13-7-105 of Tennessee Code Annotated to rezone from C2 General Commercial District to R1 Suburban Residential District, Loudon County Tax Map 020D through D, parcels 14 and 15 located at 100 Crispin Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 2nd Legislative District.
No comments? B.
This is a resolution amending the zoning map of Loudon County, Tennessee pursuant to Chapter 7, 13-7-105 of Tennessee Code Annotated to rezone from A2 Rural Residential District to A3 Developing Agricultural District, Loudon County Tax Map 060, parcel 111.02, located at 3456 Brook Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 3rd Legislative District.
Comments? C.
This is a resolution amending the zoning map of Loudon County, Tennessee pursuant to Chapter 7, 13-7-105 of Tennessee Code Annotated to rezone from A1 Agricultural Forestry District to A3 Developing Agricultural District, approximately 3.9 acres only, Loudon County Tax Map 043, parcel 032, located at Highway 321, Fairview Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, located in the 3rd Legislative District.
Any comments? D.
It's a resolution amending zoning map of Loudon County, Tennessee pursuant to chapter 713-7-105 of Tennessee Code Annotated to rezone from A2 Rural Residential District to A3 Developing Agricultural District, Loudon County Tax Map 049, parcel 115.00, located at 102 Simpson Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 4th Legislative District.
Those are approved by planning.
Sir.
Any other comments? E,
This is a resolution amending the zoning map of Loudon County, Tennessee pursuant to chapter 713-7-105 Tennessee Code Annotated to rezone from A2 Rural Residential District to C2 General Commercial District, Loudon County Tax Map 048, parcel 105, located at 6633 Highway 11, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 4th Legislative District.
That was denied by planning.
It was, yes, sir.
any other comments? F,
A resolution amending the zoning map of Loudon County, Tennessee pursuant to chapter 713-7-105 Tennessee Code Annotated to rezone from A1 Agricultural Forestry District to A3 Developing Agricultural District, approximately 1 acre only, Loudon County Tax Map 054, parcel 023.00, located at 27800 Pond Creek Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 4th Legislative District.
That was approved by zoning also.
Yes, sir.
any other comments?
The only one, there was just one denied, that was E.
Yes, sir.
E.
The rest of them were recommended.
Okay. Any other comments? Have you back in just a little bit.
Thank you.
Buddy, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This time I will open up the floor for nominations for chairman for the September 23 through August 2024 term for Loudon County Commission Chairman.
I'll nominate Henry for chair.
Nomination for Chairman Cullen.
I'll second that nomination.
Nomination has been seconded. Further nominations?
Make a motion to close nomination.
Nomination's been closed. Is there a second for that?
Second.
All in favor, so saying aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman,
Thank you.
congratulations again.
Now I'll open the floor for nominations for the vice chairman.
I'm gonna nominate Commissioner Satterfield from the 3rd District.
I'll second that nomination.
Okay,
Me and Kamala finally have something in common.
Hope that's all.
close the nominations.
Thanks.
Okay,
I have changed my mind several times.
okay, there's a motion on the floor with a second to nominate Commissioner Satterfield as vice chair. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? And again, thank you. I hope this year it quiets down a little bit. Right,
Bet on it.
Coach?
Amen.
Okay. I've asked Joe Morrison to open the meeting with a pledge and a prayer.
Salute. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for your grace and mercy. Please be with each one of us during these troubling times in our nation as truths are revealed. Please be with us, the people, to deal with it according to your will and your way. Mostly, thank you for your son, Jesus, who you sent not to condemn the world, but to save the world. These things I ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Tammy, call the roll.
Randolph.
Here.
James.
Here.
Jenkins.
Here.
Quillen. Here. Satterfield.
Here.
Whitfield.
Here.
Cullen.
Here.
Morrison.
Here.
Shaver.
Yep.
Waller.
Present.
Adoption of the September 3rd, 2024 County Commission agenda.
Mr. Chairman, under my name, if it pleases the commission, I would like to currently table for the record custodian. I've still got some research I need to do on that. I'm not ready prepared to request that from the commission. I would like to have that table. And also remove the 911 off the, we can nominate the others I'm fine with. There is an open spot on 911 where James Webb, of course, passed. I'm not ready to fill that at this time, but we can vote on the other ones on that one.
We'll remove both of them.
And then I'll have some names for the solid waste commission when time comes.
Got it.
Chair McCullen, also under Mayor Bradshaw, remove Brett Zimmerman as a nomination.
Okay. It's off. Okay, any other changes? I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Make most we adopt the agenda with the changes.
Yep.
Second.
Seconded. Motion made by Commissioner Shaver to adopt the agenda as amended, seconded by Commissioner James. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Reading and acceptance of the August 5th, 2024 Loudon County Commission minutes.
Make most we approve the minutes that were sent to us previously.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Shaver to approve the minutes as written from August 5th, second by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Public comments, we have 3 people who wish to speak. Rich Engel. Remember, it has to be germane to the agenda.
My name is Richard Anklin. I want to talk to you about appointments to the Loudon County Solid Waste Commission. I have some concerns over the way it's being presented. There used to be a listing of people going back to 2013, that was Loudon County seat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Lenore City, and Loudon City. Right now, we have a Loudon City representative, and we have more than 3 vacancies, because one of the gentlemen that was put on that committee hasn't shown up for damn near 8 months. And I do not understand in your package, how do you call them panel A, B, and C? What's a panel? Can anybody answer that question?
I can, but your clock's running.
I'm sorry?
I can answer your question, but your clock's running.
We have on that commission a representative from Loudon City, and Chase, no disrespect to you, but nominating 2 more people that are LUB employees should not be put on that committee. That would make it 3 to 3. And we don't need 3 Loudon people on a committee. And Coach, you left the committee last spring, I believe it was, but never put anybody into your place.
I couldn't bring myself to do that to somebody I like.
But you have a convenience center down there.
We certainly do,
You
yeah.
have a problem with.
I've got somebody that'd love to work for him, but we'll hold on that for the time being. But yeah, you're right.
I'd like to see us stick to the procedure of 5 Loudon County people, 1 city, Loudon and North City.
I think right now it's just coming out, we're gonna have to do like college football, we're gonna have to offer some NIL money and maybe portal somewhere. It's hard to get people, it's a tough committee to serve on.
Well, another thing I was thinking about, you could advertise these positions in a newspaper and see what you can bring in.
Yeah.
I
What do
know
we,
there's people in Tennessee National that would like to get on that committee.
what are we paying now for them to, maybe, is it 50 or
50.
50?
70?
70?
25? I do this,
You're not gonna get rich being on a committee, let's put
Well,
that.
I hate using your time, but I'm just wondering who's responsible for that god awful smell out there now? Is it the mushroom plant or the landfill?
Probably the mushroom plant. Unless.
They must be using a new
landfill is
mixture.
not covering
Okay.
the waste like we've published with Princeton. And that's one of the things that you need, there's two issues, not covering the waste periodically and tracking mud on the roads. And both of those are, notices of discrepancies that hinge on being solved before the permit is reissued. And they run out of space in December. So I'd like to see some people on there that know some engineering things and have them work with Adam, with the chairman, to get some of these issues solved. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard.
Rich, who are the three people you refer to that works for Loudon Utility?
I'm sorry.
You said there's three people that work for Loudon Utility?
Larry Rowland, not there anymore.
He doesn't work for Loudon Utility, and never has. He doesn't work for Loudon Utility.
No, but he was a contractor to him. And lift stations, and that's gonna be a big issue with Monterey Mushroom going up the street. I think Jeff Harris came into the meeting one time and said that they want us to pay for a lift station. I don't know why, Monterey Mushroom is a bigger,
I think the Monterey mushroom deal's dead, Rich.
I'm sorry,
I think the Monterey mushroom deal is dead.
okay.
It is.
Get some bad mushrooms?
Blake Moore.
You gonna answer the question on the A, B, and C panels?
I didn't hear one.
None of us did.
Get with me after the meeting, I'll tell you exactly how it works. This is Mr. Blake's time.
I'm here tonight to speak on the original agenda item pertaining to the mayor's request for a full-time records custodian. I am neither for nor against the mayor's request for the same reason I have expressed reservations regarding the new $115 million school project and the proposed appointees to another agenda item for tonight, which is the various boards and committees to be discussed on a different agenda. During the most recent workshop, it was stated that this position was primarily due to the request of 2 to 3 people in this county, with the insinuation that, but for these requests, the position would not be necessary. I look at this issue very differently. I would humbly propose that if there was more transparency and documented reporting processes of elected officials' activities, many of these requests would not be necessary. The citizens of this county deserve to know what is being discussed as it relates to any business of this county. Several months ago, the mayor appointed a committee to review the current county website and to vet potential vendors to offer a different solution. This committee did as it was asked, and the commission dismissed those recommendations, instead stated that they would look at a different solution of their choosing. During the same discussions, the mayor stated, and this is why it's germane, that there were already staff members in the county offices that had the bandwidth to perform updates as necessary. That was months ago, and none of us have heard anything about improving the information flow to citizens of this county from the commissioners, and I assume the same employees that had the bandwidth to provide better website updates back then still have the same opportunity today. I would suggest that the volumes of records requests is so egregious, we should ask these staff members with available time if they might help out. If the volume is so overwhelming that even they cannot keep up, is this a position that, as Mr. Shaver suggested, might cost the county $45,000 to $50,000 a year to manage? If that is the case, I would like to formally throw my hat in the ring to be interviewed for that position. In addition to that, I would ask for the publication of the qualifications as well as the vetting and application process for anyone that is brought up for appointment for the full-time record custodian, a commissioner, or a board tonight. While we are talking about information requests, it has been suggested that if I wanted to know more about what was going on in our county government, I should attend more meetings. This was the response to my request about the planning records regarding the new $115 million that this commission bestowed on Loudon County School Board. I did as I was told, attended the school board meetings and asked where I could find those records. The director told me he would add the documents to the school board meeting minutes, but that has been at least a couple of months ago, and no records have appeared in the minutes that I can find. Although, to be fair, the last meeting minute updates, as of this afternoon, were from June. In summary, I would refer you back to an article posted last year on the self-proclaimed most read local news outlet in the county. In that article, the author stated his frustration with not getting enough information he had requested from Lenore City. The author stated he had waited a long time for records, while conversely, he was able to get similar records requests sent to him by the Loudon County records custodian in only 14 minutes. His next statement was that this is the difference between an open, honest county government and a closed, secret city government run by one person. I wasn't sure whether that was a typo or a slap against the city or the county. I wasn't sure. I'll leave that up to him. I have 3 formal requests of this commission tonight. I ask this commission to follow through on their commitment to provide their factual analysis regarding the status of the current website and how that could potentially alleviate the need for what is stated as an overwhelming volume of records requests. Secondly, as it relates to records requests, this commission stated that it was their role to approve the $115 million funding for the schools, and then for the school board to provide the details about the need for the new school and athletic fields, etc. Since the director stated they would add those details to their meeting minutes at least a couple of months ago, and this does not appear to have been done, I ask that this commission hold them accountable to their due diligence and financial accountability. Third, Tennessee Code Section 10-7-503 is very clear about what records must be available, including telephone communications, written communications, as well as formal and informal meetings, and the procedure pertaining to making these records available. I would also ask that the county commissioners ensure, as noted in CTAS-211, that the County Public Records Commission, which was formally required since 1994, provide evidence of the need for additional full-time records custodians before any further action is taken. Lastly, I would ask for a formal response to the above 3 requests for the citizens of this county be recorded in the minutes of this meeting. Thank you.
Pat Hunter.
My name is Pat Hunter, and I would like to address a couple of items on the agenda. I'm going to agree with that we do not have a legitimate vetting process. I think that we should take applications. I'm of the opinion that the Solid Waste Commission definitely needs people that live at in the landfill perimeter area that are affected by the issues, the mud, by the silt in the creek. All of these issues, the uncovered waste, these are all issues that affect their quality of life. Now, I was at the meeting when officials from Loudon spoke about the waste treatment plant, that it was going to require an expansion. And the expansion would also include the lift stations. And I'd like to see if that is still, my understanding from the last visit that the mayor made, the mayor of Loudon, was that they were going to need a lift station there at Center 75. So I would like to see if that is also going to affect the landfill, because they were at a point that that lift station still needs to be addressed, because they will continue to have leachate. So that's one issue that I have. I also have a problem that 3 names were mentioned. They're not in the packet. They're mentioned on the agenda, but there is no information about them. I'm acquainted with Mr. Jameson, fine person, but he was removed. And he was removed because you were not happy with the contract. We still have the same bad contract that isn't being enforced. That's all there is to it. I think we need some new people on there. We need input from the people that live around there. And I also think that there shouldn't be employees of either the Loudon City or LUB on there, because if this issue comes up with the lift station, they will be asked to vote, because the city or LUB will want a contribution, money from the Solid Waste Commission. We need people that are dedicated to the Solid Waste Commission and the people of this community that do not have a conflict of interest. The other concern that I have is that I think this issue should go back to the workshop, and I think there should be input from other commissioners. Ms. Quillen, Coach Satterfield, we have people from Loudon. The other thing is, with regards to the request for the full-time records custodian, I would like for the county mayor to please address the fact whether you're going to hire a records custodian or a public records coordinator. There is a difference, and I think that needs to be addressed. I think that if more information was on the website, we would have less records requests. I shouldn't have to make a records request for a budget committee packet. It should be included in the monthly workshop packet. The other thing is, I'm kind of upset that you're considering tonight to approve what I consider an extravagant expenditure for granite tops for the new office. I just looked at my tax bill, and it's going to go up 16.5%. My husband and I are on fixed incomes, and we have to watch our pennies. And I think granite is very expensive. I think there were other countertops that were just as good and durable, but you went with almost the most expensive. And I hope that that is tabled until you can come back with something affordable, just like we all have to live within our budgets. This is too much. I think there should be a very fair and open process, and I hope that this commission looks at that. It shouldn't be Mr. Jameson or anyone who has served on the Solid Waste Commission, including me, because I wasn't offered anything. I think it should be an open process, and you should hear from the people that actually live down there and have to live with these problems. You need input from them. So, thank you for your time.
If I remember right, Van, the panels are based on when the expiration date is.
The panels were set up as initial setting up the solid waste commission. And so they had 3 different panels with the members on, and they were 2-year difference in terms. So everybody on the term, everybody on the commission didn't rotate off at the same time. That's what the panels are. It's the same way in EDA, 911, it's the same, everybody except county commission, we all get elected at the same time. But that's what the panels are about, Anklin, Rich Anklin, that helps you. And I think there's still, I'm looking at the dates, it looks like it's still on 2-year increments, 25, 27, 29.
It is.
So they roll off somebody's rolling off every 2 years.
One of the very few that actually rotates on odd years too.
So there you go.
Jim Jenkins, come on back up. Now you got a big question.
Bill.
Would you prefer me to read these all again?
Oh, every time I've done that, I said, we've already taken care of that. I prefer that you not read them.
We all agree.
Okay, go ABC.
Item A.
Make a motion that we approve.
Second.
We got a motion by Commissioner Jenkins, seconded by Commissioner Quillen to approve it. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, B.
On item B, I make a motion that we approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Satterfield, seconded by Commissioner Shaver to approve item B. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
C.
Make a motion, we approve C.
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Satterfield to approve C, seconded by Commissioner Quillen. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Item D.
I'll make a motion we approve item D.
Second.
okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Whitfield to approve item D, seconded by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Item E.
I'll make a motion we deny item E.
Second.
okay, motion by Commissioner Whitfield, seconded by Commissioner Randolph to deny item E.
Jeans.
Jeans, I'm sorry.
They sound alike, don't they?
Twins.
They look alike.
Yeah, they do. Sorry. Seconded by Commissioner James to deny E. All in favor of denying E signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, it's denied.
Item F.
Make a motion we approve item F.
So we got a motion by Commissioner to approve, Commissioner Whitfield to approve item F. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you all.
Mayor Bradshaw.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I said item B under mine, if we would please table that one. Boards and committees, with the exception, ready to make those, to take those for vote, with the exception of James Webb's open seat on 911, and with the potential for Mr. James and Mr. Lawson for solid waste.
Make a motion, we approve the mayor's recommendation on board.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Commissioner Shaver to approve item 1, seconded by Commissioner Whitfield. Any further discussion?
Is that all of these
Did-
or just the solid waste?
No, that's all.
That's
The whole
everything.
list, with the exception of the
Can I
open
ask
seat.
you a
on-
question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on, I had a question on capital projects committee. It looks to be the same as purchasing committee. Is there a difference? Why is there two
There's
different?
not a difference, but they meet back to back typically, rather than, it's always, that's the way I've always done it.
Okay, cause so when we meet, are we meeting as capital projects or purchasing?
Well,
All I know is capital projects, and before.
Purchasing rarely meets.
it's nowhere near as common as the capital projects, but if purchasing does meet, it is something coming out of capital projects
Okay,
is the reason it's the same.
okay, I didn't know, cause I've never been to that, never heard of
In 10
that.
years, I think we've had 2 or 3 purchasing meetings, maybe not that many.
Okay,
Most of it
and
just comes from capital.
so capital projects, when I was on county commission before, like the school projects and all of that came through capital projects. But that has changed somehow, that those go directly in front of budget, because
They go through the Board of Ed capital projects. They have their own capital projects.
so they don't come through county commission anymore, that changed.
Now, what you do have now, like the capital, yes, goes through theirs and in the budget, but now like the contracts and everything, it goes through just the purchasing department. That's one of the authorities, like the sanitation. They can make a recommendation, but ultimately it comes just to, Director Kleinschmidt, he makes that decision.
Okay, cause it seems like capital projects are mostly just run off from budget items that didn't get approved and things like that, so. Okay, had one more question, the ad hoc planning. What is that exactly, and does that need to be like a whole committee of like planning for Loudon County, the growth, the future, a vision for Loudon County, is that what this is or no?
No.
No. do we know?
This is an ad hoc, which means it's only there until it's not needed anymore.
Okay,
It consists of myself, Commissioner Waller, we've been doing it now for several years.
okay,
And it's really just working with Jim and anything he wants to see done, changed, worked on in his planning, zoning, regulations, then he brings it to us and we bring it to you.
so in the word planning, it's planning with Jim, it's not planning the
No.
big overall plan for Loudon County?
No,
Okay, cause I thought, you know, we might wanna,
planning
So
commission.
we passed Article 5, now we need to clean up 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I mean, we're just,
so that's,
yeah.
okay. All right,
Okay, we got a motion on the floor by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Whitfield, to approve the candidates for solid waste and the boards with the changes. Any further discussion?
So the only one we're adding is Larry Jameson for solid waste.
And one you're taking off.
And one we're taking off,
No,
correct?
we're adding Larry
And
Jason,
Andy,
your nomination, is Andy Lawson
I
still
thought you
good?
tabled that.
okay, so we're removing Brett Zimmerman.
And that's it. Okay,
Brett Zimmerman is removed, which leaves
Right,
one seat
Andy
on solid waste. I have an engineer in my district who's considered, or my district up on the
My
easterly
district.
5th district, who used to work on landfills.
How many do you currently have active on the solid? 4.
So after this, we'll have 6, and then I'm talking about one lady up in my end, who's really interested.
okay, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Carries. Commissioner Waller,
For the last couple of years, I've just been investigating. I've driven half the roads up on my end of the county, measuring widths and been studying. Here's a federal highway agency study I've been reading on. This was printed back in September of 2022. When we talked about road standards here at the workshop, so I'm gonna make a motion that any proposed residential development with 10 lots or more connecting to a county road must connect to a road that's at least 25 or 20 feet in width, measuring inside white line to white line, and the road must be connected. The road must connect to 20 feet in width to the closest intersection that's 20 feet in width as well. And after talking to Billy Joe Pickle, he would like to have something regarding acceleration lanes and deceleration lanes and turn lanes if the traffic count is over 1,500 cars or greater a day. So this is just a recommendation to send this to planning, for them to
work it all
vote on it
out.
and send it back to us.
What was it
So
on?
read that
I'll-
first,
10 or more.
10 or more.
Any proposed development with 10 lots or more connecting to a county road must connect to a road that's 20 feet in width or wider, measured white line to white line.
Does it have to be well, I'll ask you later.
I'll make a second, then we'll have it be proper for conversation.
How is that different than what we have now?
It's 18,
It's 18.
But it's for 5, that's for 5 lots.
5 lots on 18, this will be 10 lots or more on 20. This comes directly from all of our meetings we had, 21, 22, 23, from the citizens saying, we can't take these high-dense developments out here in these tiny little rural areas. I have a bunch of them, he's got a bunch, I know Gary's got a bunch.
That always comes to mind when the folks that live where, what is it,
Vineyard,
Hackney's Chapel, anyhow, they went in there and put,
yeah,
some people already live there, but not a whole lot, but they put a lot of houses in there, and the road is not as wide as that doorway back there through most of it. And I mean, what, they essentially like doubled the population that has to use what I would consider a driveway road, not a regulation size road, and that exists in different spots of the county.
And regarding the average daily traffic count, there's a really cool website TDOT has that shows traffic counts all over the county. I'd recommend looking at it just for informational purposes.
send it to us.
I will, and if there's not a TDOT traffic study or traffic count, the developer will have to get one to show the numbers to whether they need to have a turn lane or not, or acceleration lane or deceleration lane.
So this would be another way of denying developments if the roads aren't
Absolutely.
wide enough.
100%.
And I also want to add a moratorium on 10 lots or more in the county until this comes back to us in the next 30 days, just so people don't rush to the planning office to try to get around this.
we've learned from our mistakes from the past that when we start trying to look at making a change, certain ones will just, they'll be at Jim's office in the morning beating the door down.
I.e. duplexes.
Yeah, right in my driveway.
Oh, yeah.
So this is just a recommendation, send
That's
to
all.
Jim, let Jim look it over. send
Well, the
it
whole
back.
planning commission,
Oh, yeah.
It'll
Plan
go
plan will
before
have to
planning
vote, send it back to the
commission.
CIO.
Then it will come back to us for a final vote.
and they can add, take away, fix, whatever they want to, or ditch it all, move, prove it all, whatever they want to. This is our process to send to them first. Let them run it up their flagpole and then it comes back to us.
But
Is there-
those developers are free though to upgrade the road if they want.
Oh, absolutely.
But would that hurt other people? I mean, if they widen the road, they may have to take,
Well, there's the problem you have because the developer doesn't have the right to take property. So it's really hard for a developer to get to do that. Farragut has that in their regulations, but it's really hard for a developer to acquire private property. And most of the time, if it's the case, if it's one of these cases, it's out there in the middle of nowhere and the road's 16 feet wide, somebody's not wanting the development, 10 lots or more out there anyhow, so they're probably not gonna wanna sell him property to widen his road out to the next intersection of a 20-foot road. So it comes with its challenges.
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that happen.
Okay, we got a motion on the floor from Commissioner Waller, seconded by Commissioner Shaver.
Mr. Chairman, let's clarify, it's this, to send this road standard, and you've got a document, you need to send that to everybody. Send this road standard and the moratorium, to the planning commission and put a moratorium on until they come back with whatever their regulation is.
Correct.
Same motion, it's in the same motion.
Same motion, yeah, same motion, second.
Can you email that to me?
Yeah.
Any further discussion?
And Bill and I have talked about this a number of times, and that's where the whole acceleration, deceleration, and turn lanes came in, so. Yes, and I expect to have Billy at the workshop when it comes back to us to discuss it too.
Is there gonna be any kind of regulation about how many general stores can be built?
As long as they're on the road 20 feet or wider better.
Okay. We got a motion on the floor and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Coming your way, Jim. Okay.
He sounds so excited.
He sounds excited.
Jim likes change.
Aaron, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So letter A is consideration of a recommendation to approve an additional full-time health department employee.
Make a motion, we approve that, it's no cost to the county, it's paid for by the state.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Waller.
I'm saying that correct, right, Mr.?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's in the back.
We'll do one at a time.
Well, we've already had a motion second on this one. so
Yeah,
let's
we
go
gotta
to
do
the
this
other
one.
Okay. We got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Waller, to approve an additional full-time health department employee. There's money involved, so call the roll.
It's
James,
not our money.
I know, but it's money. You'll see it on April 15th.
James, Jenkins,
Yes.
Quillen,
Aye.
Satterfield,
Yes.
Whitfield,
Yes.
Cullen,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver,
Yep.
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, letter B, I want to explain just a little bit because the budget committee recommended, I believe it was $48,000 to be spent on the county clerk's Lenore City satellite office. And then within a few days after that, there was a requisition on my desk for some additional expenses. And so that's where the $7,100 comes in. So when you get down to your amendments, it includes the $48,000 that was recommended by the budget committee. If you choose to change that amount to the $55,100, then I will adjust those reports and send them at a later
I'm
time.
gonna make a motion, we approve the full amount.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Jenkins.
Are we about to get to the point where we're not gonna have any more, are we?
According to what they told us at the budget committee last time, this is gonna get them real close to done, Tammy, is that correct?
That should be very much.
real close to done. I don't know what that means, but I expect to see, people out there tomorrow with the doors open, working, building counters and fixing and painting and all of it going on, just gung ho in the morning. Tammy,
Well,
It's
now,
not
in
up
the
to
morning.
Tammy. It's not up to
Tammy's gonna
Tammy.
have a paintbrush in her hand tomorrow.
If Tammy could do it, Tammy would do it. Tammy can't do it.
I have the.
You have
the
to send the
purchase-
money
Hold on.
to get the request,
I
to
have the
order
purchase
the
orders
pieces.
with me.
There you go. In the
And
morning.
I'll sign first thing in the morning, but then they have to go through a process.
In the morning.
So,
But they were working earlier.
When I
in the
drive
week.
down 321, I will see 6 or 8 different contractors out there hammering away.
just don't drive.
I gotta hold it, I wanna open that whole can of worms while we're using contractors?
No, not tonight. That's a workshop item.
Okay.
Okay, we got a motion on the floor from Commissioner Shaver. Commissioner Jenkins seconded it
So,
to approve $55,100 for the new county clerk's office in Lenore City.
so tell me about the countertops. We're putting granite countertops in.
I'd have to let somebody higher class than I can explain how they're cheaper than Formica. I've already had it explained, we had it at the budget committee, a very long, lengthy discussion about that, and what they're putting in is the cheapest item there is. Couldn't tell you.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
Hey, we don't do
That's
that.
enough. That's 3 times this meeting that you've interrupted. We have to ask for courtesy, that's all we ask. We're not gonna have swearing at all.
Same way every time.
I know when Riley gave when we went through that, it was not the number, it wasn't the top shelf.
Yeah, it's
Granted.
not the real thing that we're
When you
all
also
thinking
look at it
about.
this, you go put Formica in,
Yeah,
you get a little bit of water on it, it destroys it. This will be here for years. You replace Formica 3 or 4 times, you're already above where
when you
you're.
hear the explanation of the countertops being, specifically built for this, it comes out, this is a better deal all the way. All I want is to build and open. At this point, I don't care if they put out card tables, let's just get the building
Based
open.
on the quotes that was brought to budget committee, it
Yeah.
was cheaper.
This was the
There's
reasonable
the
way.
durability, counting the durability as well as this is not the top of the line, this isn't
It was tier 1.
polished granite that they've been poured
It
in
was
the
like
bag or
the-
whatever.
It's the
What was
first
it
It's
tier.
like
low grade granite,
the
but
third
over
or
the long haul, no, the whole course of life of this building. it's gonna be-
In the morning, I'm gonna be there at 8 o'clock in the parking lot.
Take your hammer, you screwdriver.
Looking, I've got a hammer, they're on the truck.
I just know public perception. I mean, you know, the property
Public's
taxes
gonna
have
be
been
real
raised
happy to
and-
perceive that building if we ever get it
I had
open.
the same question.
Yeah.
And it came back as tier 1, it's the cheapest you can get. I had the same concerns.
Tier 1, that was what I was trying to think
Yeah, it
of.
was tier 1,
There
that's
was,
the
there's
cheapest,
several,
cheapest one you
but
can. you
that was the
buy.
last tier that you could have and still have granite. wasn't it?
All right, let's vote on it.
Okay. There's a motion on the floor by
Thanks, Red.
Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Jenkins, to approve $55,100 for the new county clerk's office in Lenore City. Call the roll, Tammy.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Quillen,
And this is all the upgrades in
I
there.
wouldn't say it'll be all, but it's gonna get real close, right, Tammy? Real close.
well, I'm not the contractor, this is not me doing this. This
We've
is,
still got to decide
you
on the
still have
sign
to
for the
have,
building.
The what?
The
your
sign
equipment.
for the
Yeah.
building.
We'll need a sign, sure, all that stuff.
Beyond.
I'm not the contractor.
No for
Yeah.
Commissioner Quillen.
Satterfield,
Yes.
Whitfield,
Yes.
Cullen,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver,
Yep.
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Okay, letter C is consideration of a recommendation to approve amendments in the following funds. As I said just a few minutes ago, this amendment included the $48,000 budget committee recommendation. So now that it has been passed to spend $55,100, that amendment will be updated.
Make a motion, we approve C. Second.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver to approve C, general capital projects, seconded by Commissioner Jenkins.
Now, the money, that money we just spent is from the sale of property in Center
That's
75.
correct.
what I've been doing is making transfers out of that money into this sub-fund to allow.
Don't say out loud here how much is left. Let's don't talk about how much is left in there.
Well, if someone really wants to know, I'll be happy to.
That's it, but if it's out loud, it'll be in the paper or something, and whoever's doing the work
I
will
think it's
know.
like $5.
Okay, there you go, $5 left.
No.
I know you are.
Okay. Okay, we got a motion on the floor with a second. Call the roll, Tammy.
Quillen. Aye. Satterfield.
Yes.
Whitfield.
Yes.
Cohen.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Shaver.
Yep.
Waller.
Aye.
Randolph.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Okay. Letter D. So letter D includes the distribution of the monthly reports, which is the budget committee minutes that were approved for July 15th, and the summary financial statements. Those two things were included in your packets. In addition to that, it was the year-end report. Would you like for me to say some things about the year-end report?
No,
No? Okay, all right. Okay, well, that was also included in
We'll
your
be discussing.
packet. But if you have any
when
questions.
you get back to work, we'll get together.
Oh my gosh, stop. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to take those. You're more than welcome to call me anytime. And that's all that I have. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Aaron. Commissioner Waller, bonds and notaries.
Motion to approve all the bonds and notaries listed under 12A.
Second.
Second. Bill.
I think it's Randolph.
James. The two of them are hard to pick out over there. Got a motion by Commissioner Waller, seconded by Commissioner James for bonds and notaries. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Mr. Chairman, I got one quick one here. Davis Lane is done.
No.
It's done. It looks fantastic. I don't know if Billy's supposed to be going up there this week. He's gonna do the shoulder work himself, put the gravel on the shoulders and stuff to try to save some money. But I mean, they cut that thing down to they cut it down hard, and it's got a lot of asphalt on it. And those people up there are just excited. And they appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate your support on that one. It's unfortunate it happened. Now hopefully Bob will recoup on us for the money to fix it.
So I say
That's in process,
That's the other
yes.
shoe I was waiting to hear.
That's the shoe. That's all I got, Mr. Chairman. I'll make a motion with.
One more real quick, from the budget committee, Mayor Harris came, talking about acquisition, buying us out of the property for a LUB substation on Highway 72. Got an offer, but after I got an offer on it from the LUB, I'll bring it to workshop though.
Wasn't there a lift station involved in that too?
This
This
is
is
a
different.
electronic substation going into, Center 75.
75.
I mean, the one that he came to the last budget meeting.
That's what he came for.
I thought,
Substation.
I thought there was a lift station to go with that too.
Well, that's electric.
There it is.
Huh?
Motion adjourned.
It is.
Okay, got a motion to adjourn. We got a second.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
This meeting's adjourned.
Lift station. Is that the one they decided not to do?
This is the substation for, PP&G.
The paint company.
Better get back to the wife right now.